What is and what is not a proposition? In the world of mathematical logic, a proposition is a statement that asserts something and has a truth value. That is, it can be either true or false. To make this very clear, I'll go over its characteristics with some examples. It is a declarative statement. That is, it is a statement that states or denies something clearly. For example, the car is red. It has a truth value. It must be possible to classify it as true or false. For example, 4 is an even number. In this case, the proposition is true. It is objective. It does not depend on personal opinions, feelings, or preferences. For example, if I say the day looks very sad, that's not a proposition, since here I'm giving a personal opinion. And for other people, the day might look very cheerful. It lacks ambiguity. It must be clear and precise so that its truth value is well defined. For example, if I say 100 is a very large number, this is not a proposition, since this statement is quite ambiguous. And why do I say that? Well, because for a child, this number might be very large, but for an astronomer, 100 is a very small number. So what does it mean for a number to be large? Since we don't really know if 100 is large or small, we say that this statement is ambiguous, and therefore it is not a proposition. It allows symbolic representation. They can be replaced by letters, usually P, Q, R, and S, to make their mathematical analysis easier. But I will talk more about this later. I'll go into detail in upcoming videos. It can be simple or compound, depending on whether or not it has logical connectors that join several ideas. For example, if I say the house has trees, this is a simple proposition. But if I say the house has trees and the house has fruits, in this case, I would be talking about a compound proposition. But don't worry, I will also go a little deeper in upcoming videos regarding what simple and compound propositions are. I'll put the characteristics of propositions here so you can take a screenshot or copy them into your notebook. And now we're going to solve some exercises. Taking the previous information into account, let's solve these exercises. I'll explain what we have to do. We're going to determine whether these statements are propositions or not. If they are, we'll determine their truth value. That is, we're going to say whether the proposition is true or false. And if it's not a proposition, we'll simply say it's not. Okay? So let's get started. Exercise number 1. The leaves of the trees fall in autumn. Think about it. The leaves of the trees fall in autumn. Is this a proposition or not? Correct. This is a proposition. And in fact, its truth value is true, right? Since in fact, the leaves of the trees do fall in autumn. So let's put a T here to indicate that this is indeed a proposition and that its truth value is true. Exercise number 2. 8 is greater than 10. Start thinking about whether this is a proposition or not, based on what I just explained to you. Come on, think about it for a moment. Very good indeed. This is a proposition. It's just that in this case, its truth value will be false, since 8 is not greater than 10. So let's put an F in parentheses. Exercise number 3, Alice in Wonderland. Is this a proposition or not? Very good. This is not a proposition. Since it isn't one, we can't assign it a truth value, right? It simply says Alice in Wonderland, and that's it. So in this case, we're going to say that this is not a proposition. Exercise number 4. Cats meow. Start thinking about whether or not it's a proposition. If it is, think about its truth value. Very well. In this case, it is a proposition, and its truth value will be true. Let's go with number 5, which says, do you want water? Is this a proposition or not? Very well. This is not a proposition. Exercise number 6. Your house is very beautiful. Let's see. Think about it. Is this a proposition or not? Very well. In this case, it is not a proposition, because here I am giving a personal opinion. And since it's a personal opinion, we agreed that it's not a proposition. Let's see, because propositions had to be objective. So let's say it's not. Let's go to exercise number 7, which says, 2 is a prime number and it is even. Let's see. Again, start thinking about whether or not this is a proposition. 2 is a prime number and it is even. Perfect. Yes, it is a proposition. In fact, this is a compound proposition. As I mentioned, we will look into this further later on. For now, think that this is indeed a proposition. And in this case, start thinking about what its truth value is. Is it true or false that 2 is a prime number and also that 2 is an even number? Is it true or is it false? Perfect. It's true. We'll mark it with a T here and move on to exercise number 8. It says, 3 times 2 equals 6. That's not correct. It is a proposition, and in this case, its truth value is true. Finally, let's move on to exercise number 9. It says, is it a proposition or not? Correct. This is not a proposition. Go over them carefully, and if you have any questions about any of the points, please let me know down below in the comments. I'll be happy to answer you so you don't have any doubts left. Well, before finishing the video, I'm going to leave you 3 exercises so you can give me the answers right here in the comments. Same thing. You have to tell me if it is a proposition or not. And if it is a proposition, you'll say whether it's true or false. If it's not a proposition, just say that it isn't. So, let's see. I'll erase these statements and give you the 3 for homework. These are the exercises you have to solve. So, please do them. And when you have the answer, put it down here in the comments. I'll be giving a nice big heart to the people who get them right. And well, that's it for today. See you next time. Take care and behave yourselves. Oh, and please subscribe to the channel. Bye-bye.